what's up? What's up? What is up? What is good? What is popping? What is happening? What is the word? Hello, Igneal Aorta, quick and smart. Isaac, thank you for the prime. 13-month streak. Thank you for the prime. Forers, thank you for the 8 months. Let me get my little background fucking music going, please.
I was fucking born to do this. Let's go.
LeBron, your glorious king. What is he doing right now? LeBron. What is he doing right now?
1, 2.
Is there a Lakers game right now? What's up with your camera angle? What's wrong with it? Is it different? Fixed. Fixed. Holy shit, I fixed it. I gotta get this out.
From the top, let's go.
The word is that your good friend Coney is in Bluey beef on Twitter. I'm doing a show with Coney tomorrow. What is Coney saying about Bluey? What the fuck? Holy shit. Holy shit, bro. Childless Bluey superfans weird me out in a way I can't properly express. It really is a phenomenal show, but if you aren't a parent or toddler, respectfully, I have no clue what you're watching it for. He's bringing the... Whoa! You are hitting a hornet's nest. We'll talk about in a minute why you have hit... Numbers-wise, that's worse than insulting K-pop, dude. Are we going to talk about... Was Trump sleeping in court? That's kind of hype. Donald Trump sleeping in court. We got a video clip? I only see an article. Donald Trump glares at reporter who exposed him sleeping during trial. Hey, we all get EP, dude. We all get EP. Did you trash the Gingy headquarters? No! I didn't! Because I left when T1 was up 2-1. Because I was EP. Much like Donald Trump in court. I was EP. I went to bed thinking T1 won. Fuck! It was a disaster. It was a disaster. It was a tragedy. I woke up to people tweeting me, ha, 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 ha. And I was like, I knew they lost. Yes, it's because I stopped watching. Of course, obviously, I got a text from Faker afterwards saying he felt my presence wasn't there. My spirit wasn't watching, and that's why he couldn't play at his best. Obviously. Okay, I have to bear that burden. I also got a text from Zeus saying, I play like shit regardless. Holy moly, not a great series from my top lane king. Not a great series from my top lane goats. But they bounced back. You know what? I remember a time when T1 didn't win LCK finals and then went on to validate my tattoo and win worlds. Oh, wait, that was last year. Maybe they'll do it again. Maybe they'll do it again. Timer? Shut the fuck up, Aquafailing. Shut the fuck up. Don't try to timer me already. I just started. We were live for 2 minutes. Atrioc, you were my first love, and now I have a wedding. You coming? Why would I? Because I was your first love? You weren't my first love. Are you getting our tattoo this year? Interesting question. If T1 makes it to the finals, will I get another tattoo made? I have to stop getting tattoos for my favorite esports team eventually. It's just not. It was sort of a one-time thing that got a redemption arc. I don't want to be doing this every year. I think what I might do is if they win again, I'll add another year. Why not? You know, because it's hilarious. But I think once Faker stops, I stop. That's a fact. Who is this guy yapping? Bro, you look like a Disney character, an NPC. What? Bro's typing. Are you you all right, bud? Can I help you out? It's not your first time saying it, bro. Wait. What's weird is if I scroll back, all your messages are asking for more channel points. You said, bro, I'm saving up for 1 million channel points. I need 256K more. And you didn't even chat, which means you've got them all from... Wait, what's going on? What? You're a mystery. You're a mystery. Well, schizo, perhaps. There's some weirdos on the site? No. On Twitch.tv, you said me some weirdos? No. No, dude. Everyone here, firm handshakes. We're all totally stable. That was... And we love to hear a Vine boom when I dropped my stream deck. We love to hear a Vine boom. That was actually unintentional comedy. I literally dropped the stream deck. I was trying to play the Sigma song. What a stupid question. I'm sorry. Come on. Come with the heat at the beginning of the stream. We're going to do a whole presentation in a second, but is the Wii now a retro console? It's fucking old. Yes. It's not a new console. It's not a modern console. What are you talking? What kind of question is that? You need me to tell you that? That's what my years of life and expertise have to be focused to answer that question for you. Is that a green Enron hat? It's actually the regular Enron hat dipped in relish. That's what I've been told, at least. It's not a new green Enron hat. It's actually the same fucking normal one, but it's been dipped into relish. Can you stream earlier, please? Normally, yes. Not on Marketing Monday. Marketing Monday, I gotta have the full day. Have you heard of Solar Punk? No, what is it? Tell me. In one emoji. Tell me what Solar Punk is, and I have to infer it from that. It's a cow. It's a sun. Let me just see what the fuck Solar Punk is. Solar Punk. Oh, it's a game. No. It's a literary artistic movement. No, it's the future we should strive for. It's a genre and aesthetic that envisions collective futures that are vibrant with life. No, wait, it's also a game. I don't know what you're talking about, though. It actually looped full circle. I have no idea what you're talking about. First time chatting, just got laid off Tesla, wife 9 months pregnant. Are you serious? I can't tell if you're just doing a thing based on the day. If serious, very sorry to hear that. I saw the Tesla layoff email. It was fucking cold. Very sorry to hear that. A little bit of mismanagement going on over at Tesla. We should be able to talk about that today. It's mostly Bluey, but no joke. Lots of people couldn't even badge in. Jesus, dude. Sorry to hear. Atrioc, check my chat history. I was just asking about quitting my current job to go to Tesla. What do you mean? Okay. Atrioc, I'm currently doing an internship at a gambling company and have signed an extension offer to continue the internship for the summer, but I recently got an internship offer at Tesla for the summer. You want me to decide between a gambling company and Tesla? Go to Tesla. Just of the two, one's going to look better on your resume, bro. What do you... Just don't work on the Cybertruck team. Interns can't get laid off. Actually, they can. Interns get paid in tech, and they can get laid off and also can get their offers rescinded by companies that over-promise. Happens all the time. At least recently.
Let's go!
Rescinding is so scummy. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Because people turn down other stuff to take these internships. And then if you rescind later, they're fucked. It's completely fucked. It's like the one of the shittiest things you can do to a fucking young person that makes them never want to work for you ever again. Hey, Atrioc, why is Chase pushing cash back so much? I don't know. For credit cards? Cash back? What do you mean? They all do all sorts of points and cash back and all sorts of shit. They want you to spend on their credit card, bro. Or you mean Chase from Dr. House? Is he trying to get his cash back? How do I fix my hairline? I'll be selling these green Enron hats soon. You want to fix your hairline? You just buy one of these bad boys. You put it on. You are set, my friend. You are locked in. That will cover it right up. Atrioc, have you heard about RBC and HSBC merger in Canada? It's a prime example of how less competition leads to a worse product. Not specifically, because if I try to read about Canadian banks, my eyes literally glaze over. But I am aware that bank mergers are absolutely bad for consumers. And especially in Canada, where there's already so few banks comparatively to the United States, and you have to go to one of them for your fucking massively overpriced mortgage for your house you can't afford. Atrioc, do you remember... Wait. Remember about Lego and W Money? I made 2K on it for real. I'm sorry, we spoke like 3 days ago, right? This wasn't even that long ago. You said, should I invest my money in Lego? Wait, dude, what the fuck is your chat history? You have all these little harebrained schemes for money. Well, I was scrolling back. Atrioc, I found out I can make money from clothes. I just learned after that I thought you should buy a printing machine so you can print your own clothes. And I Google it. What does selling your clothes mean? It says merchandise. Just imagine selling one clothes for $30. What are you fucking talking about? That is the exact business plan of fucking H&M, dude. That is crazy. But I guess you were also the Lego guy and you made 2K off Lego flipping. You're also a guy that spams, yo, Big A, Dr. Leggy Hurdy tonight. I don't know. I'm not fucking with your vibe. I'll be honest. Can I be honest? I'm not fucking with your vibe. But I'm happy that you made $2,000 on Lego. I am. At the end of the day, I'll never not support someone getting money. All right? Get paid. You got to hustle. Unless it's for war crimes. I have to add that caveat. Unless it's for war crimes. In which case, don't get paid off that. What about Bezos? I don't consider Bezos a young money hustler trying to get paid. He was a 33-year-old investment banker when he started Amazon, so it's not like he was ever hurting. Do you know what I'm saying? Little difference. Atrioc, so if I repeated Watergate, it would be fine with you. How do you make money off that? How do you make money by breaking into the DNC to get dirt to help Nixon? How does that make you money? How don't you make money? I guess I don't have that mindset. Like I don't have the grind set like that. licensed it to the makers of Forrest Gump. Thinking. You guys are always fucking thinking. All right, let me see.
1, 2.
Whoa. This should be Marketing Monday. And this timer should be way back here. Like 22. What's up, librarian? How you been? Atrioc, why would I need a bank? Why would I, Murray 1672, need a bank? If I could just keep my money under the 4th ice block from my door in my igloo. Canadian, if you couldn't tell. So I don't know. That's a great point. I guess I truly don't understand your Canadian ways. And when you say money, you mean like storings of maple syrup or something, right? Because your toonies and loonies aren't good anywhere. You mean like whale blubber, right? Because no one's taking your fucking Monopoly money. But if you have like real hard assets, then yeah, I guess you could. Your beaver pelts, you can trade those for a Nissan down here. Yes, we will take your beaver pelts. We will take your moose hides. New to NL, are you the librarian? No, he is actually Northern Lion's alt. People don't know this, but Northern Lion just needed to have highlights of himself uploaded to YouTube, but wanted to create a fake account to do so. So he actually has a third monitor that is constantly chatting in his own chat whilst uploading these clips. It's an incredible cycle. We're Vsauce. You're Michael. All right, are you following? Yeah, it's brilliant. Okay? Did you see Caitlin Clark's contract? Yeah, she asked me to look it over. She said, yo, Big A, can you do a once-over on my contract just to make sure I'm not getting screwed here? And that I did. No, what did she get? Caitlin Clark contract, the Triple C. How she's getting for the WNBA a contract. What this sounds terrible. It's a 4-year, $300,000 contract. She makes $76,000 a year. Excuse me? I should have looked it over. I should have looked it over a little harder. I can't believe she asked me to look it over, and I just sort of I stamped it. I rubber stamped it. $76,000 a year for a star that big? You know that the finals she was in got more viewers than the men's. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, what is an average player making? The biggest star of the WNBA getting $76,000 a year. I mean, just a major sports star in general getting $76,000 a year is crazy. That's crazy. Otani's interpreter loses that in a day. Fucking facts. Okay, we got Otani's interpreter's blunt roller makes that money, dude. This is crazy. This is a crazy amount of a crazy small amount of money. Most WNBA players pay to play. Jesus Christ. Lowest paid NBA player gets $925,000 a year. Yeesh. The WNBA is not profitable. It's not crazy. Bro, you're fucking capping. You are fucking brain leaking out of your skull if you think they're not going to make more money off Caitlin Clark in the WNBA than $76,000 a year. You are fucking rotted. You are losing your brain cells live. If you think they are not going to profit extensively off Caitlin fucking Clark, that camera's going to fall off. They're going to make, yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. They're going to make so much. Attendance will be up. Viewership will be up. Storylines will be up. Dude, I think I might have cut this out of wins and fails because we didn't have time. But I'm going to find this. I'm going to find this, dude. Take a look. Actually, I'll just fucking find it right now. By year. Okay? Let me see. I'm sure there's a graph here. Yup, I found the graph. Okay? Oh, fuck. Okay. This is women's college viewership by year. Notice how it's flat for a fucking decade. And then Caitlin Clark shows up. And it instantly doubles to 10 million. That's last year. Then this year, it's like 14, 15 million bigger than the men's. She literally is hard carrying the whole fucking league. And you put her in the WNBA, she's absolutely going to have some impact like that, which is absolutely going to lead to more than $76,000 a year. Her value to her team and to the league is astronomically higher than that. Impossible. I mean, it's just a bad contract. It's a bad contract. No way. Good guy Nike will come work for some money. Yeah, I mean, she'll make money on sponsorships. She'll make money on brand deals. But it's like, I don't know. That's like Walmart underpaying workers and saying, don't worry, they can get food stamps. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting the government to subsidize their fucking lowest tier wages. It's ridiculous. It's you just got to pay people approximate to what they're bringing you in value. Don't create like this structural system where you can squeeze them. Or yeah, tips. Yeah. One of her sports cards sold for more than her yearly salary. Holy shit. Caitlin Clark trading card sells for $78K. She hasn't even had a career yet. I mean, she hasn't even entered the league. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Theoretically, if they got Air Bud to play in the NBA, would it increase viewership and they could give him a terrible contract? You could probably get one over on a dog in the deal. Yeah. You probably get one because they don't value money the way we do. But you get fucked on the bones. You get fucked on the treats. I swear to God, you get fucked. I mean, you get way more treats than LeBron. For sure. That's where they get you. They it's just the difference in values. Pay him in Doge. It'd be like who is the athlete that got paid in Bitcoin and it was such an awful idea and then ended up being okay now? I forget who it was. They like demanded Odell Beckham. Okay. It wasn't Tom Brady. Tom Brady just put his money in FTX like it wasn't Babe Ruth, dude. Can you imagine? Babe Ruth in the fucking 20s. I want to get paid in Bitcoin. It'll make sense. It'll make sense in 100 years. He was a true hodler. Fuck, he was smart. That's a true Babe Ruth calling your shot, dude. His grandkids are insanely wealthy. Thoughts on Keanu Reeves voicing Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic 3. Is this confirmed? Because I got a thought for you. That's badass. Yeah, it's cool. Everybody likes Keanu Reeves, and everyone likes Shadow the Hedgehog, dude. He's fucking sick. He's edgy. That's badass, dude. It's a good casting. The new Fallout show is gas. Haven't seen it yet. Might watch. Again, I fly out on Wednesday, my friends, for a 9-day vacation with my wife, our long-awaited, delayed, real honeymoon. I will be gone. We will have uploads, including some offline recorded stuff. I may also record a couple news updates, phone style. Hey, what up, Atra fam? Did you guys hear about World War III? And I'll do that face, and then we'll upload that. We may do that, but in general, that shit gonna be just me and my wife having a great time. and I'm very excited for it. And after that, we are fucking pedal to the metal, full gas. All right, I got a lot of shit in the tank after we get back, but before that, I'm just fucking getting ready. Sorry, is that a copium? Sorry, is that a fucking copium? I'm sorry. Wait, what? I'm sorry, is that a fucking copium? No. Say it with your chest. No. You got a copium? Oh, interesting. I'm writing the names down, bro. I'm just writing the names down. I'm logging them away. We'll see. Don't drop a "we were here," bro. Don't drop a "we were here." More like cokium, because you do coke. I don't do coke. Never done coke. I want that to be clear. I don't want. I don't have glizzy hands, and I don't fucking. I'm not bald. All right, there's hair here. Oh, jeez. I prefer the hat. That's messy. Dude. Sorry, wait, what? So I'm an afro poor who's working all night because of poor. I'm sorry, what do you mean by afro poor? Am I missing something? Afro poor. What does that imply? What am I? You're from Africa and poor? Wouldn't it be Afro-poor? Afro-poor? Afro-poor makes me think you have an afro and you're poor. It makes me... Is this racist? Well, I don't... I think if you are from Africa and you say, hey, I'm an Afro-poor, I guess it's fine, but I don't think that's what he's saying. He said afro. But I get to catch Big A live at 5 in the morning. So they really... I mean, I don't know, bro. You got me confused. I've decided you don't need to... Wait, what's that? Oh, sorry. In terms of hair, he is rich compared to you. Yeah, different values, I guess. Different values. You think I couldn't grow an afro? Be honest. You think I couldn't grow an afro? Come on, dude. This is... Okay. You know what's fucked up is someone said chat's on fire today. Oh, like they did a fucking ball joke, a coke joke, and a fucking glizzy joke. Chat's on fire today, dude. Holy, where are they getting this shit? Holy fuck. Wait, what the hell? It's all heaters. All hits don't miss. No, dude, it's nothing special. Nothing fucking... You're crazy. Chat's on fire. He said it with such... Fucking whoa, what's going on? Chat's fucking cooking today. like you just saw a dude fucking drop 40 in a game. No, dude, they're just fucking saying the same jokes that I have to eventually ban. When I get back, dude, we gotta do the fucking cleansing. Drop a 50 bag for the get. T1 lost finals. I know, dude. A tragedy in 5 parts. If you guys don't know, SKT1, my favorite team in the whole goddamn world, played Gen G, Stan's favorite team in the whole goddamn world, and we watched it at Gen G headquarters. I will say this. So I showed up with, I invited Rachel and Blur. Blur fucking slept in or something at fucking 11 o'clock at night. He didn't show up. So me, Rachel, this dude Spencer, we know, and then Stans, we all ate Taco Bell and watched the finals at Gen G headquarters. The first thing I'll tell you, there was a lot of people there. It was kind of like an open thing, I think. There was at least 100 people there. They had all these seats set up and whatever. We got a cool spot because Gen G, Stans, he's connected there. There was more. Game 1 happens. And I'm talking to Stans. I'm like, hey man, I have to cheer for T1. Is that going to be a problem? And he's like, don't be so loud about it, but it's fine. Don't be embarrassing about it, but it's fine. Like no one's going to care. So I'm like, I'm not trying to be super hyped, but I'm very excited. I cheer for Faker really loud. So first blood happens or whatever. Not for, I think they lost first blood, but T1 gets their first dragon, and I pop off. I go, yeah, and I think I should be kind of quiet. The fucking crowd is more than half T1 fans. They start cheering same time as me, bro. There's like, we're in the middle of Genji headquarters. Everyone's fucking like when Faker's escaping. Everyone's going, oh, come on, Faker, come on. Yeah, Faker gets the quadra kill. Everyone fucking loses their mind. Like it was actually a T1 watch party. It was crazy. So I just start losing it. I'm popping off. I'm cheering. And by game 3, T1 is up 2-1. Stan says, I'm only staying for 2 games. I'm EP Bears. He left after game 2. I left halfway through game 3. I'm watching the fucking game in the car. They win 2-1. I go to bed. I'm watching the game like this. I'm driving down the 405. I have the game held up with one hand, full screen max, and I'm fucking, let's go, Faker. Let's fucking go. And then I get home and I go to bed because I'm fucking EP. And T1's up 2-1. I figure they got us in the bag. I wake up to a disaster. They've lost the next 2 badly, from my understanding. And now they are the runner-ups again in LCK finals. That's 4 in a row for Gen G. And yet, what really matters is Worlds, okay? And there's no championships on one side of that rivalry. Anyway, it was a good set. I will say it was a blast. Thank you very much, Stans, for inviting me. I had a fucking blast. People there were very nice. There was a couple fans of the stream that came up and asked for pictures, and 2 of them were super, super nice. Hope you post those pictures because I was taller, and so I felt tall. The only people that post their pictures are like fucking people are 6'5", bro. I feel like every time I see a picture from a fan on the Reddit, it's like some dude who's fucking 6'5", who's towering over me, and they're like, fucking. There's most of the fans I take pictures with, I'm taller than, dude. It's crazy. Unless I actually have a 6'5" fan base. What'd you think of Zeus' split? I mean, this series was not great, but he's been good. He's had pop-off moments. Very mature of you to still have a relationship with League without relapsing. Wise Glizzman. Just say something normal. You don't gotta say wise Glizzman. And secondly, the reason I don't relapse to League is because it's so fucking easy not to. Once you know what to look for, once you know what the problem is with League, and I'll give you a perfect example. Right before we went to go watch the games, Stans asked me to play a game with him. We were going to play TFT, but he's like, play League. I was like, fine, whatever. I'll play League. It'll get us in the spirit for watching Summoner's Rift. We play a League game, and it is instantly the most miserable fucking experience that you can have. And so you're spending your time, and in a way, your spirit and your money to just have a shitty time. It was just people raging, complaining, flaming, all chat flaming, quitting, running it down. It was crap, dude. I went 6-6. My fizz is fine. All right, my fizz is still fine. But our team was like down 30-2, 30-6. I mean, I got 6 kills. Game's terrible. I mean, the game's fine. The game's fun to watch at a high level. It's a terrible solo queue game. I have discovered League is all shits and giggles if you're a meta slave, apparently. What does that mean, dude? What does that fucking mean? What is that? You'll be back? What are you talking? I won't be back. I've been gone for 10 years. I played one game, I hated it. I'm not going to be back. Don't act like you got a smug grin like you got me, dude. I'm completely out of I have not played solo queue. It's only a matter. They always come back. No, they don't always come back, bro. One thing I'll say, this is so unrelated. This is even deep cut you guys probably don't even care about because you're not Melee heads. But there was, there's a player called Armada, one of the greatest players in Melee history. Just an all-time legend, Big rivalry with Mango, legend, won many games. He finally retired a few years back, and everybody on his retirement post is like, yeah, you'll be back. You'll be back. Everyone quits. You'll be back. You've been playing so much. You'll be back. And you know what? To his credit, he didn't come back. He just kept playing Super Mario 64, which is a waste of his talents. It's a waste of his fucking talents, but I believe that he has stuck to his guns. Now he's goated at Super Mario 64. He's good. He's good. I wouldn't call him goated, all right? Given that he's like fucking 64th on the ladder. But he's happy. As far as I understand, he's happy. Now watch the clip. What's the clip? Brandon, what are you talking about for the clip? What's the clip? I would love to see, quote, the clip. Speaking of Super Mario 64, check out this banger, short and informative.
Now he's about to enter.
This is 3 hours and 45 minutes. No, I cannot watch 3 hours and 45 minutes, bro. What are you talking about? No, I'm not going to watch that. Chair clip. What is this? Chair clip. Armada farts? You said now watch, quote, the clip, and I was supposed to know what this is? I was supposed to know just off the clip? I should know? What are you fucking talking about? This is not the clip worldwide. This is a clip of Armada farting? Man, it's funny how farts just hit. It's funny how someone could like spend weeks writing a joke and it's just not quite as funny as someone fucking ripping ass. That is not the clip. I can see why you might say that, but that still only has 35K views. And according to the comments, after some research, Armada is using the Razer Isker gaming chair. The chair uses a multi-layered synthetic leather and high-density foam. And according to the resonant frequency formula, I don't know. I'm hear it one more time. It's unironically, I have to know if it's the chair or if it's a fart. I feel like that is a fart. It could be a combination. You know what it could be? And this is to be fair. This could be a regular fart being amplified by the resonant frequency of the chair. Do you understand? Thus turning a regular Armada fart into, quote, the clip. All right, enough of that. Enough of that, dude. This is a serious show for serious people. All right, this is Marketing fucking Monday, okay? We're going to learn some shit today. It is literally what most people know him from. You are fucking capping, dude. Armada's one of the greatest players in Melee history. He's not known for the fart clip. Northern Lion only knows him from this. It's a tragedy. That's a shame, dude. That's a shame. Can you imagine if, like, I'm trying to think of a similar example. Like if Martin Luther King tripped while trying to do an ollie and then face planted on the skateboard, and that's all you knew him for. Do you understand? Armada is sort of the Martin Luther King of Melee, by the way. And it's like, bro, he did a lot more than that. The timer said 3 minutes on the thumbnail. Did I time travel? Nope. This is the time travel. It's timer never moves back. Sorry. Chat, tell this newbie, tell this little new frog here that this timer is rock solid. This timer fucking never lies, and it is a fucking ironclad clock towards destiny. We don't go back, it only goes forward. Time moves one direction. One of the greatest difficulties, challenges of life is understanding that time only moves one direction. We can never go back. We have to learn to live and move forward with the decisions and the fates of history in our past. Okay? And that is why there is literally no shot I could move this timer back. And I need you to fucking understand that. I need you to fucking stand that. Atrioc, you look better clean-shaven, Atrioc, and so do I. Do you just want to compliment yourself? Are you just using me as a conduit to give yourself a compliment? Congrats. I like the beard. I like it all. I like clean shaven. I like the beard. I even like the fucking stash when it comes down to it. And I'm not going to let you dictate what my facial hair is because I have the uncanny ability to have this shit grow out instantly. Technically, it doesn't grow. I just wake up in the morning and I individually glue each one of these hairs on. But I do a really damn good job at it. And so, so why not do that up top? This guy, get along. Chat's on fire. You fucks. You fucks. You fucks. All right, let me make sure that I'm ready here. What the hell am I talking about? Let's make sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me make sure that I have everything. Let me make sure that it's such a beautiful dream. Yeah, looks good to me. Atrioc, are you a presenter mode kind of guy or just go with the flow? What exactly does that mean? My presentations, both IRL, like at NVIDIA, and here, are a go with the flow type beat based on an understanding of the source material and then launch off large picture topics. That's like, I think the best way to present is to rigorously study your topic and then give yourself signposts. You sound like a consultant. I am not a consultant, though I have consulted very briefly after leaving NVIDIA. I did some consulting for companies that wanted to ask me specifics about NVIDIA. I did do some brief consulting. It does pay $200 an hour, so I could not turn it down. Have you seen this TikTok from Brisk Canada? Can you guys, I'm stop before I click your link. I'll click your link, Nath. I will. Can you come up with a better intro to links than have you seen this? Because generally I haven't, right? You're going to say, I don't keep up with Brisk Canada's TikTok. That's not something I do. So you can say, hey, I saw this cool TikTok from Brisk Canada. It's not like, you always say, have you seen? Have you seen? But I haven't seen. Check out this cool TikTok from TikTok. There it is. Perfect. 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 Now, what is this?
You've heard of pita chips and hummus. You've heard of...
I'm sorry. This is from actual... This only... What is this, dude? This is from actual Brisk Canada?
You've heard of pita chips and hummus. You've heard of chili on the dog. But have you heard of brisk and cheddar cheese? Shredded cheddar cheese. All my homies love brisk and cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. Sliced cheddar cheese. Shredded cheddar cheese. Grated cheddar cheese. And brisk.
That is truly a work of art. It has an incredible number of views. My God, 343,000 likes. Brisk sales are about to triple. Give whoever came up with this ad a raise. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is bad. This feels like attempting to make an ad for Gen Z by someone who's not in Gen Z, but maybe you guys are fucking with it. That's the best Canada ad ever, to be honest. Have you seen Elon Musk's newest TikTok? He calls you out by name. I guarantee Elon Musk does not have a TikTok, and you are trying to lead me down a path that I don't want to go.
Feel you creeping, I can see it from my shadow.
This is just a dude singing. And I think you want me to make fun of him, and I won't. I won't make fun of him. I won't make fun of him, all right? This is a dude trying his best. Check out this cool animated. Stop saying check out the thing. Did you see Mark Cuban's tweet about his taxes? Yeah, Mark Cuban, dude. Mark Cuban in a little bit of a Twitter war over taxes. We got a little time. Let me see. Mark Cuban, what did he say? He's clearly gearing up for a presidential run, bro. Clearly. This dude divested from his team, is talking about taxes. This dude's trying to set up for a presidential run in 2028. Anyway, he said, I pay what I owe. Tomorrow, I will transfer to the IRS $288 million. This country has done so much for me. I'm proud to pay my taxes every single year. Tag a former president that you know doesn't. This dude's running, bro. This dude's running. $288 million. Good chunk of change. I don't know. I would love to know his rate. That is a lot of money, but, you know, the raw value doesn't matter as much as the percentage. 200 and, yeah, anyway, we'll see. Do you think we could start a new trend where we don't pay our taxes? No, I don't. That's completely against what I advocate for. I am pro-taxes. I believe taxes are good. I just like them to be more tilted towards the high end. Okay, Fed. Atrioc, did you see the first day? Yeah, I saw him fall asleep. But crime is more fun. Sure. Yes. I'm not a Fed, guys. I think it's based to not pay your taxes, smoke weed, gamble. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's fucking sick. Are you Mark Cuban's running mate? I'm trying. If you're listening, I'm trying to get angled as VP, dude. That's why I'm pretending to love taxes. I want Mark Cuban to fucking lock me in. The Cuban Ewing ticket. Mark Atrioc. Cuban Ewing just sounds like I moved to Havana. That's good. Cuban Ewing is not gonna fucking. It's not gonna help, dude. Cuban Mewing. Now we're talking. Really embrace your Latino views. All right, listen. I need to tell you guys something, and that is that Mystify J here said something really long and interesting. Really long and interesting. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating fucking stuff. Large A, when is the Coffee Cow movie coming out? Shut the fuck up. Stupid question. If Cuban's president, Luca will be VP. I don't think Luca will be VP. Don't worry. I'm... All right. We got a presentation here in a second about Bluey. About Bluey, the children's cartoon taking over the goddamn world, and the incredible business of Bluey, which is very interesting. I'm also going to talk about Elon's tech layoffs today. Actually, wait a minute. You know what we should do is there's not any presentation about the mkbhd thing, but I'll talk about it first. I'm actually going to just do that first, and then we'll talk about the presentation. If you guys know, there's a big YouTuber named mkbhd. I'm surprised if you don't know, it's insane. He's like one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. This guy. All right. He does tech reviewing. He has 18.6 million subscribers. All his videos get, millions of views. And he has the power to make or break a tech product. I mean, his reviews have a lot of influence. If he says something is shitty, the general consensus will be that it's shitty. He's got power. And he just reviewed the Humane AI pin, which by all accounts is a trash product. But he called it the worst reviewed product I've ever reviewed for now. And now there's a huge online debate over whether he is not using his power for good. You know what I'm saying? Because his company's going to be fucked now. After saying this company's fucked. What I think is insane is that, he's just saying a bad product is bad. I can't. The fact that they're pushing back on that is crazy. Let me see. Pull up the fucking They don't have the actual debate. He shows plenty of proof in the video. No, dude, that's what I'm saying. The take here is even worse than that. It's not like he doesn't show proof. It's that this guy thinks it's distasteful, almost unethical to say this when you have 18 million subs. Hard to explain why, but with great reach comes great responsibility. Potentially killing someone else's project reeks of carelessness. First, do no harm, which, by the way, is not the YouTuber oath. He doesn't have a fucking medical degree. Do no harm is for doctors. It's not for fucking YouTubers. All right? Secondly, if he waters his shit down and starts making reviews that aren't honest or seem to be too safe, he'll lose his views. People will go elsewhere for more honest shit. That's just that's how it works. Why does it say J.K. Rowling is a Holocaust? I almost don't want to click it. J.K. Rowling is a Holocaust? Denier? Is it just cut off? Or is she personally killing 6 million people? Oh, denier. Okay, they just cut it off. That is an important word. That is an important word in that headline. That is a very important word. Saying she is a Holocaust, and if she's a Holocaust denier. Both are bad, but one, it would be a different story. Anyway, what you have to understand about this company, if you don't know them, is, weren't they complaining on Twitter today too? They said like, what happened to optimism? Optimism, humane. This is it. This guy. Fucking Sam Sheffer, dude. Why? These are the creators, right, of the Humane AI pen. It's a pen. We can get into it. It's like this little pen. You can ask it questions. It can project things on your hand. It's kind of useless. It's just fucking way, way, way less useful than a phone. There's no reason to carry it around. It costs too much and has a subscription cost. It's $700 with a subscription cost. It solves no problems. It's useless, okay? It's just a bad product. There's just no way getting around it. Wild how many people want to see you fail. We'll make it all that much better when we win. Easy to dogpile, much harder to build. Yeah, the software is not where it needs to be, full stop, and that's on us. But this overwhelming negative sentiment, what happened to optimism? What happened to pushing things forward? Bro, we don't owe you shit. You got a fuck ton of money. They raised an incredible amount of money, and they came with this. I don't have to buy your shit. I don't have to support your shit. What? If your product's bad, it's bad, dude. Make it. Can you imagine if Steve Jobs released an iPhone that like kicked you in the dick? It was like, what? People don't want to buy this. People don't support building in public. It's crazy. It's hard to make something good. It's easy to make something bad. It's even easier to act like other people are the problem after making something bad and people saying it's bad. Yeah. $699 and a monthly sub for optimism. I know very little about your product, but I'm assuming people don't want to pay for optimism. Instead of asking what happened to optimism, i.e. blaming prospective customers, why not ask what happened in terms of engineering? Yeah, it's crazy. They raised $240 million. I was going to look up the number. $240 million in funding with massive amounts of engineering talent. That's crazy. What a fucking... Can you imagine? There are so many businesses that could have turned $240 million into something great. And they punted on this basically this fucking chat GPT pin. They've never heard of a phone. Anyway, absolutely terrible. So people are mad at mkbhd for exposing him, I guess, publicly and not being less harsh, which I think is crazy. But it's also worth mentioning that he did something similar with Fisker. Where is it? He reviewed Fisker, the electric car company, and called it the worst car I've ever reviewed, basically torpedoing the company. And I found this video clip of Fisker calling mkbhd's studio.
Good morning, George. How are you, sir?
Good, good. Who's this?
My name's Russ Whitlow. I work for Fisker.
Oh, okay. How can I help you?
Well, can I pull your fingernails out as part of an inquisition? I've got to ask you a couple of questions if you don't mind.
No problem. What's going on?
So you sold, or how many Fiskers have you bought so far?
4?
Shoot. Okay. Would it be appropriate for you to share the VINs with me?
What for exactly?
Okay, so we have a customer who we believe bought a car from you who's blowing up social media, and we're trying to track him down.
That's MKH. He's a famous guy. It's MKHBD. What's going on?
He's blowing up social media. He's got all the senior management from Gita Fisker down.
Because he's talking crap on the Fisker, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. It's my Fisker. I gave it to him. I thought he was gonna like.
Oh,
well, he gave me a review, so he was like, "Can I borrow your Fisker?" His name's MKHBD. He's like 12 million subscribers on YouTube. So he reached out to us and was like, "Hey, can we use your Fisker to review it for a YouTube video?" And we were like, "Yeah, sure." So we're getting the Fisker back right now. So you want to talk to him and see if you can calm him down or something?
Well, no. So you lent him your car.
Yes.
He's blown up social media.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just trying to get this into the right context. So, because I was about to completely redeploy to go out and fix this car for him and update all the software.
It's my car. If you want to come and update all the software, that's fine. You guys have already sent someone out to us before.
Yeah, no.
Like he's gonna fucking re-review the whole thing, delete his whole vid. The desperation, bro. But I've been there. I mean, we had a good product, but every time we would launch something in NVIDIA, and like this would happen every time, bro. We'd launch something, and then Linus would have a review that was actually really fair. It would like go over the pros and cons, and usually end up saying it's a little expensive. Fine, but his title and thumb would always be like, NVIDIA war crimes? it would just be like, oh, NVIDIA kills gamers in the streets? And we would always, we'd try to be like, hey, yo, that title and thumb, though. That's yeah, so I can see, I mean, this guy's job is clearly hard. He works at Fisker. He's getting paid. He has to find a way to, like, try. Everyone in his management team's freaking out.
Oh, Jordan, no, ignore him.
Nothing ever happened. Never fixed it.
That's why I'm coming out. One of the senior field service engineers. So, all right, George. All right. So if I was to put this into a concise statement, it would be, if you could just share this guy's information, I'd be grateful. MKHBD, whatever he is, that you own the car.
It's crazy they don't know. That's them getting blindsided, bro. They don't even know that there's so much of their fucking company would rely on this guy. I mean, it's just it's fucking wild. This is what I'm talking about with the larger story of like how creators are reshaping a lot of businesses. I mean, if you are a tech product company, you cannot no longer afford to ignore mkbhd or even like Mr. Hughes the Boss. Like those people are your sales. That's your marketing. No commercial you do is going to have as much impact as that guy's review. So you have to build around that. I mean, it's not ignorable anymore. It reminds me, I talked about this in the Riot vs. Blizzard a long time ago, but it reminds me of Blizzard, which until probably recently had such a backwards idea about influencers where they're like, they should be honored to come and promote our shit. And it's like, bro, if you fuck with all these influencers, then they'll just play a different game. They'll just go to the Riot fucking VIP parties they're throwing for them, and they'll play fucking Valorant or something else. And it's a wild, it just causes some backlash. Yeah, the clip where Toast paid his cab with Riot money. Yeah. Disguise Toast talking about how he needed Riot to pay for his Uber to BlizzCon. Yeah, it's like Toast is working for you at BlizzCon. He's going to promo your shit. The Uber cost will pay for itself. Toast says one nice thing about your game, it's going to pay for the Uber, bro. Tech startup relies on tech reviewer, company goes mad, tech reviewer goes mad. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. I mean, I don't think people are mostly mad. I actually think most people are happy or like on mkbhd's side here. But there is the take that like he should have been fucking nicer because of what he wields. And I even if I try to understand that take, I think you have to understand from the other side that the second he starts being like too inauthentic or like sugarcoating shit, it'll fucking kill his channel. It'll just kill his channel. That's the honest. It'll kill his channel. People will stop. The trust will be eroded. It won't do it immediately, but it'll happen. So he is also bound to be honest. He was harsh but honest. The product has major flaws. I mean, what's crazy is that they didn't see it. What's crazy is you make a product that is, you know what I'm saying? Making this product in 2006 would have been like, is that useful? I hope nobody invents a phone that could go in our fucking pocket. That it does all the, you know what I'm saying? The ability to project something on your hand is so fucking stupid when I can hold a phone in my hand. He said a lot of positive things at the start. I mean, I could take a quick look. What did he say at the start? I just
all right, so this.
Let me do a quick watch. I don't watch the whole thing.
Main AI.
I just want to see what he was.
It is a brand new product and a really, really interesting form factor of an ultra futuristic wearable computer. So in a time of all these crazy gadgets and Vision Pro and wearable glasses, it's so sick that we get so many genuinely new first generation products like this to give a shot. Unfortunately, it's also the new worst product I think I've ever reviewed in its current state. There's just so many things bad about it. It's so bad, in fact, that I think it's actually kind of distracting to like understand what the point of the device is as we go through it. So I'm gonna have to separate it out for this video. First, I'm gonna tell you what it is and what it's supposed to do.
That's so kind.
And then I'll tell you what my experience has actually been using it.
That's more than generous.
So this thing is a small wearable computer with an AI inside that can help you throughout your day. It's about the size of a large watch. It has a camera and a microphone and can interact with the world around you. But in case you can't use that as input, there's also a touchpad and a projector inside with this super new style of gesture control with the projection on your hand. It costs $700 plus a $24 a month subscription plan for
so
the data that comes
whack.
with it and all the services and all the online storage. But yeah, $700 plus a subscription. It's already a fun start. But so one of the big things off the top is this does not pair to your smartphone at all. This is its own standalone device.
Cool.
With its own internet connection.
I barely use my smartphone, so that wouldn't be helpful anyway.
With its own phone number. And so this little AI assistant, it just goes everywhere with you. It's always connected. And you can choose how much or how little to use it alongside your smartphone. So, on its face, maybe that's kind of a cool idea, at least. Like, the idea is you talk to it like a person. It answers questions. It gives you historical facts or personalized recommendations or helps you out with things like brainstorming or remembering things.
This is what your phone does. This is what everybody already solves all of these things with your phone, and they already own it. Why am I spending $700 to do it in like a more possibly inconvenient way? Good pause, by the way. Look at his face. Nah. He gets there? What do you mean he gets there?
It can make phone calls and send text messages. A ton of stuff. The unfortunate reality, though, is this thing is too much of a pain to use to actually want to do most of that stuff alongside your phone, but we'll get there.
I want to hear him talk about... Let me hear the review.
Right.
Let me hear the review. This thing is bad.
So, unfortunately, this thing is bad at almost everything it does, basically all the time. Where do I even start? So I
do want to say, I can imagine them sitting in the office. You know what I'm saying? They spent $240 million of investor money making this shit, and they're sitting there, and they're like having to watch this, and it would just, the fucking pin drop silence. It's one reviewer. you click out and it's like fucking 3 million views. It's like, oh God, it just, that the feeling has got to be bad. But understand that is entirely within your control. That you had the money, you blew it.
First of all, okay, it's supposed to just answer questions, right? It can kind of do that sometimes, but one, it's often slow because most of these requests go to the cloud and come back, and there's just a long wait. And two, it's often wrong because
they were excitedly tweeting that they sent him one. Oh, really? Wait, do you have that tweet? I kind of want to include it if we do a clip here. They thought that would go so different. Damn, they thought that would go so different. That's rough. That's rough. Bro, if the product's that bad, you should have tried to avoid him at all costs. Pretending to just get it off his radar. That's crazy. Big yikes. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull this up if you have it. There it is. Humane. Oh. He very generously says, I have many thoughts, ... And they give him the eyes. Don't pull a Fisker on them. He didn't like this tweet. It's not looking good. Dude, dropping the eyes. Ooh. Imagine. That's a bummer. Bummer.
because AI still can hallucinate, and there are still issues with it just not understanding correctly or just saying the wrong thing. And that's not even mentioning server timeouts if you have a poor internet connection.
Also, you probably won't mention this because he's more of a tech guy, but like wearables are still fucking corny. I don't, outside of the heart of SF, I don't see people walking around with Apple Vision Pros anymore. Outside of the fucking, you look like a fucking weirdo, dude. Do you know what I'm saying? People are already naturally wary of this type of shit in general. Our pace of technological advancement is so fast, it's isolating us. And then you're going to be a dude talking to your fucking pin like it's Navi from Zelda. It's like, I mean, instead of just, imagine you didn't know who like the third president was. And instead of Googling it on your phone, you fucking press your, it's cringe. That's a cringe thing to do. And then project it onto your hand, and then it gets it wrong.
Which which happens to me all the time in this studio. So when they do most of the demos, like on their websites and in their videos, they'll ask a question and then they'll let go and keep talking to fill the silence. So it's not awkward as you wait for an answer and realize how long it is. But even on this fast studio Wi-Fi here, who designed the Washington Monument?
Find a designer. The Washington Monument was designed by Robert Mills, a prominent 19th century American architect from South Carolina. The construction was eventually completed by Thomas.
So you can just hold your hand up to put your answer on your hand and interrupt that it's talking so much. But even that was like a pretty good performance
That's
for the AI
awful.
pin in ideal.
That is awful. That is truly. I wouldn't pay, not unironically, I wouldn't pay fucking $40 for this. It would have no use. $700 plus. That's crazy. Is it glorified Siri? It's worse. 39 though. You can do it for 39. You know, for 39.
Fast Wi-Fi conditions. But there are many times
This
when
is
I
our
feel like
marketing guy
it's
tweeting it?
way
What is this?
slower. And it seems like it goes to the internet for almost everything. I mean, there's a few queries I guess might be local, like what time is it?
Wait, sorry. This is the guy that was like, what happened to optimism? What happened to building in public? He was too excited. Oh boy. I can't, they didn't, that reeks to me of insanity though, because how did they not know when this was put out into the world that it was bad? I can understand, like, maybe they blew the money. You know, a lot of tech founders, they take all that money and they blow it on office space, too many employees, and going to conferences. They just fly all over the world to talk about their shit. They don't do anything. Instead of working, they go to like 400 different fucking conferences to talk about how they're changing the world, and then they get to live like kings on investor money for a few years. And I fucking, more power to them. If they can't come up with something, then do that. But like, to think it's actually going to be good is crazy.
11:42 a.m.
Like, that's pretty fast. If I ask the battery life, you can tell me that pretty fast. But it feels like basically
Do you know what's crazy? Also, I'm sorry to jump in, but sorry, mkbhd, to jump in. They also could have grifted this. If you raised $240 million, they could have started a mysterious AI startup that's an app and probably be worth fucking $500 million right now. The fact, like, they could have grifted and done better. They could have done nothing. No. Because once they're a physical, it's so obviously useless. But if they were like, we are an open AI competitor that's going to be better than ChatGPT, they would have got a valuation of, fucking $3 billion just off the desperation from tech companies to find an alternative. I think this is just querying ChatGPT, yeah.
everything else is just shoveling it off to the cloud, not computing on the device, and it takes a while. But it's also just wrong all the time. Like, I remember asking it days before the solar eclipse when the next eclipse was, and it said 2044. I asked it, what's some good Asian food in the area? And over again, it thought I said, what's the best ash for some reason? When is the next Nets game?
Finding next Nets game. The next Brooklyn Nets game is on Sunday, April 14th, but no specific opponent or location is provided.
I just Googled it. It says it's the 76ers, so that's kind of weird. What's the traffic to the Empire State Building from here?
Finding direction.
This is a truly monumental failure. This would be bad as a high school project. This is so bad for $240 million.
Use the voice command feature of AI Pin to ask for traffic information to the Empire State Building, and it will provide you with the details you need.
Isn't that what he just did?
This stuff happens all the time. But then, speaking of battery life, really bad and inconsistent, which is annoying. So it's already kind of bad enough that you have another device that you also have to charge every single day. But with this, it's actually more than that. You have to constantly babysit the battery and swap out boosters and charge this thing and keep it charged multiple times per day.
Sounds
so like I said
awesome.
before, you get 2 of these things that come with it, and I've had a pin nuke through the entire booster battery in 2 hours while not really doing much of anything. I've also had it last like 4 hours while doing a whole bunch of, photos and videos and requests and laser stuff. And it's also just like constantly warm the whole time. Just all the time, which is a little bit concerning. I'll also say multiple times in various situations, I've had it just overheat for seemingly no reason and tell me to wait a while.
If this came out of Apple, Steve Jobs' ghost would rise up from hell and kill the engineer responsible. This is bad. This is fucking bad. Hell? Look what he did to his daughter, dude. $700 hand warmer. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Keep watching, it gets worse. All right, fuck it. If there's more, I'll laugh at it. Fuck it. But I gotta do my presentation.
For it to cool down. I think the heat problem is also amplified because of the gap created by whatever
nipple
fabric
warmer.
is between
True.
the booster and the product that it is actively inductively charging. It is a lot of very impressive engineering, but wireless charging is notoriously inefficient and loses energy via heat, and that's what's happening in here all the time. So just the fact that it's warm, just this warm puck on my chest all day, was just enough to never quite forget that I'm wearing it. Well, that and the weight. Look, it's well made. Like I said, it's really impressive hardware, but it's just a little. I mean, you see that little sag? It's just a little too heavy. In the same way,
it's like that classic thing of like, cool engineering in search of a problem instead of trying to solve a problem with cool engineering. It's people that just want, they probably hired a bunch of hardware guys and they probably made something cool, but they didn't have any idea of like what it would actually be used for or how it's going to help someone's life. And it just has it has no purpose. Except for nipple warming, which I think is actually pretty interesting.
way that Vision Pro is just a bit too heavy. When you're wearing the thing, you just want to make it as light as possible. It's why a lot of this stuff is made of plastic. So when you decide to go aluminum instead, yeah, it's just a little too heavy. I feel like Humane in a lot of their videos, they've got all these thick fabrics and like heavy jackets, so it doesn't really pull down and sag nearly as much. But
funny.
if you wear some lighter weight materials like
I
do,
a t-shirt,
especially when it gets warm outside, this is really going to start to be noticed. And yes, there are some optional accessories that are lighter weight, but you never quite forget about it. This pin cannot set a timer. This pin cannot set an alarm. This notification light they put up at the corner here, it's there and it works, but it is basically out of my peripheral, my field of view, so I almost never see it. And, you know, they also chose this corner for the light, which means it's designed.
This should be cool. I think that is probably the #1 use of like Siri is to set a timer. If we had to narrow it down to the #1 thing that AI voice assistants are used for, it's, you know, set a timer or remind me. That's wild.
Designed to be worn on this half of the body, which is fine and you get used to it there, but that's also exactly where most seatbelts go in the US anyway, so not their fault, just another annoying thing about using it. The photos look pretty bad and the videos look even worse. They're squarish in aspect ratio, very noisy, and they max out at 15 seconds. The hub that everything syncs with, for me, just randomly stops working and I have to refresh it to get it to work again. The projector, as impressive as a technical achievement as it is, it's just not very readable. It's not particularly bright outdoors, and it gets dimmer the further from your hand it is because of physics. And unless I knew what those words were saying, I really
that
can't
looks so
read very
bad.
much. And there are no apps. There just are no apps. So when you first sign up with your Humane account,
after this review, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of apps. I'm sure everyone's going to be eager to pivot their company to making apps for the Humane AI pin after this brilliant launch. Okay? I cannot wait to play.
You get to sync with 4 accounts. There are
Subway Surfers on my
Apple,
hand.
Google, Microsoft, and Tidal. So the first 3 are basically for your contacts, and then the last one, Tidal, is the exclusive music partner. So there's no Uber access. There's no Spotify access. There's no WhatsApp. There's no calendar, no Gmail.
It's got
none
Tidal,
of that
bro.
stuff. It's just
Change my mind. Wait a minute. I didn't know it was an exclusive title. That is fucking sick. I can get, who's still on there? Tidal? No, Tidal. It was Jay-Z's Spotify competitor that, I was going to say flopped, but he convinced Jack Dorsey of Twitter to buy it so they could be friends. Jay-Z, Jack Dorsey is the living example of I will spend, $500 million for dinner with Jay-Z. Where's the fucking photo of them hanging out? Yeah. This is Jack Dorsey on the yacht with Jay-Z. Jay-Z looking really interested. All right? Just to get him to spend that much money on titles so that he could he actually took the dinner. He took the dinner, bro. Jay-Z actually hustled that terrible fucking product out. Catch my ass listening to the story of OJ on the humane $700 pin. Base, dude. Base. $444 on the OJ on the fucking pin.
It doesn't have, I can't book a flight. I can't buy something on Amazon. It just will not do any of that stuff that I just do on my phone. So I know I've said like a bunch of the downsides and the problems this device has, but I really genuinely think the biggest problem this pin is going to have is that smartphones are kind of OP.
Yeah.
Like that's the number one thing I've reminded myself from the week of using this pin, trying to get it to do stuff, is that smartphones are not going anywhere anytime soon. And I think a lot.
Respectfully, mkbhd, and respectfully to the team that created this, we should have known that. Everyone should have known that. That's not a surprise after trying the pin for a week. That is what everybody should have fucking heard when you heard this idea to begin with. That it's so absurd as an idea. You do not need the physical one to realize. Anyway, it's bananas, bro. What is this pin trying to solve? It's trying to solve the fact that the founders raised a bunch of money and want to make more money. Imagine if you're smartphone AI, it does. That's what we all know. All right, it's time to talk about Bluey. I believe you're about to get to the best part. Fine. If there's a best part, I'll watch it. I'm interested, but I'm trying to be cognizant of time.
A lot of the comments online have already picked up on this, even without testing and using the pin, which is, okay, there seems like a lot of overlap between what this is and what a smartphone can do. But everything that this pin does, a modern smartphone does better and faster and easier and in higher quality and just better in every way. Like your smartphone obviously takes better pictures and videos and you can frame things more easily. Of course, a phone can call and text people more easily. You can use it in more places, loud places, private places, use it with literally any outfit. Also a phone, like you can quickly Google things.
One thing I do think is not a crazy wearable idea was the Ray-Ban Meta glasses with the camera in the lens. Has anyone tried those? I don't 100% know. I thought they were kind of dumb, but I think I saw a pair in real life recently, and it's hard to tell unless you're looking for it that they have cameras in them, which means I guess theoretically you could get like a cool. It's not obnoxious the way all fucking. I mean, it's dystopian in a way because it reminds me of that Black Mirror episode where they record their eyes 24/7. But like that, people might use that because they want to record some life things without taking out the phone, and that I get it. Jokic is on the screen. I'm fully aware that Jokic is on the screen. That is badass. If you're a Jokic fan, he does exist in the world. You can see him. You can actually Google a picture of him right now if you want to. Guy's crazy. I mean, he is a person. He plays basketball.
It's faster to message people back. And of course, it can email people and use all kinds of app experiences. Do you know what happens when you try to just send someone a picture from the AI pin? You already know how to do it on your phone. With the AI pin, okay, You take the picture, then
Okay.
you either try this with your voice or you pull up the picture, which is just a green 720p JPEG on your hand. I guess that's a good enough preview, sure. You go to send it, you pick your contact, or type in the whole phone number with the gestures. Eventually you go to send, and it has its own internet connection, and it sends a link to view the picture in the Humane web portal. Like, the difference in how easy, how frictionless that is here versus here, it's not even close. And there are honestly many times where I'd be trusting this thing.
Badass.
Like, I'm reviewing it, I'm living that life,
is
I'm using it,
fucking
and I'd ask it
badass.
something, and I would wait so long, and my phone.
Bro, you know what though? Let me tell you about this. Let me flip the script here. I'm going to now do marketing for the AI Humane Pen. Ladies and gentlemen, tech has been encroaching on our lives ever more, day by day. Teen suicide is up. Social media use is up. Phones have caused lower literacy rates, lower performance in schools. Okay? They've distracted us in our relationships, in our lives, from our jobs. What we need is a return to monkey. We need worse technology. It needs to be harder to use. You'll spend more time with your friends, more time with your family, and less time scrolling through TikTok. Imagine, is it going to be as dopamine inducing to scroll through social media when it's on your fucking hand and it's like a green JPEG? No. No. You're going to spend time with your family. Humane AI is a return to a simpler time. A Nintendo DS era of technology when it was simpler, when it was harder to use. And we spent more time outside. That's why I'm asking for another $240 million of investment to make Humane AI Pin a real thing all over the world. Okay, I think I'm sorry. Let's go to $1 billion. That's my Jeff from Community speech trying to save AI Humane Pen. Make Picto Chat 2x speed the rest. I'll never 2x speed a YouTube video on stream. First of all, it's disrespectful. Second of all, it's brain rot. Third of all, I have viewers that will watch the VOD on 3x speed, and if I 2x to 3x, then they're trying to absorb a 6x video, dude. I'm burning the VOD viewers. Okay? I will say this. I will say this on God, unironically. I used to make fun of anyone in chat that would ask for sped up videos. I was like, "Doe, you're so fucking brain rotted." But as my YouTube consumption has slowly but surely trickled up over the past 2 years, I have very occasionally popped on a 1.25. I have been like, bro, I can speak up, bro. Get to the point. And I do a 1.25. And that is a slippery slope. I've not gone further than that, but I could end up being a 1.5er down the road, which is dangerous, which is very dangerous. But you know what's not dangerous? Staring at the screen and saying me when you see yourself. That's not dangerous at all because it leads to Monday. Today's top story concerns a blue dog named Bluey. Let me fix this real quick. Sorry, 1 second. Named Bluey. And perhaps you've heard of it, perhaps you haven't. You're going to learn a lot about Bluey today because this is the most important blue dog, if not dog altogether, in the entire world right now. Bluey is a children's cartoon that has swept the globe. It is popular with kids, and I mean really popular, extremely popular. But it's not just popular with kids, it's popular with adults. It's popular with parents. It's popular with childless adults. It is popular with stressed, child-free adults in their 20s. It is popular all over the world. It's changing parenting. It is referred to as the Office of our time. For the way The Office was 10 years ago, for parents were all watching Bluey. And it is topping streaming charts as the #1 most viewed show in the world as of February of this year. It is incredibly big. For 2023, it was the #2 viewed show of the entire year, right behind Suits on Netflix, which is one of the most bingeable series in history. Bluey is incredibly highly viewed by people all over the world. And I want to give you a little bit of backstory and then explain why the business of Bluey is so important and why Bluey's billions might be causing one of the biggest business back and forths that we've seen in a while. Now, this is the guy you need to understand before we get into all this. His name is Joe Blum, the creator of Bluey. He is an animator that worked on Peppa Pig in the UK before finally deciding to return to Queensland, Australia to raise his family. He created Peppa Pig. Maybe some of your childhood was improved by Peppa Pig and this animator. Well, he goes back to raise his family, and while he's there, he has the idea for a show called Bluey, and he makes a short 1-minute pilot. I wonder if I can even find this for you. Yeah, here we go.
I wanna go high for the sky.
He makes this little pilot of a dad dog playing on his phone while he swings his kid.
Bluey.
That's it. And that little pilot gets him in the room with a studio called Ludo Studios. And they decide, you know what? There could be something here. All right, it's cute. It's about, the struggles of modern parenting told through a cute dog. We get it. We'll give you something like $16,000 to make the first episode. Okay? He makes the first episode. And again, Ludo, by the way, just so we're following, gets control. They are the broadcast partner. He owns creative. Oh, sorry. I'm on Marketing Monday. I'm on this. Okay, perfect. He gets creative control. Okay? And then it goes from Tiny Ludo Ventures to Australian Broadcasting Corporation, ABC. Not the ABC you're thinking of if you're American. Australian. Okay? They pay a $6 million budget for the first season after seeing the pilot. And they, along with BBC Studios, which has a vested interest, gets the distribution and merchandising rights. Who cares, right? This is a little kids show. It's a passion project about a blue dog. Who cares who gets the merch rights? Who cares who gets the broader distribution rights? It's just for fun. It's a fun little blue dog show. At the end of the day, creative control rests with Joe Blum. That's what matters, okay? Well, within 7 months of its launch, it becomes one of the most watched series ever in Australia. Okay? Australia, the ABC, has its own streaming service. It gets 75 million plays, which is huge for a prison nation like Australia. And it gets a second season, and it's good, all right? They're like, whoa, this is successful. Seeing this success, there's chum in the waters. All the big sharks start circling. This can no longer just stay in Australia. And that's when the biggest shark of all, Disney, shows the fuck up. They hear kids stuff that they didn't make, kids cartoon they don't make. They come in with a massive offer to beat all competing bids and get the rights to air Bluey everywhere but Australia, New Zealand, and China. They get distribution rights. Basically, it becomes, in effect, to the average person, a Disney show everywhere but Australia, New Zealand, and China. Brum calls it they gazumped all. I don't know if that's Australian slang or what. They gazumped all competing bids to win the rights. All right, so Bluey premieres in 2019 on Disney Junior. This is its first real hit with the outside world. At the same time, around 2020, we get a little thing called the pandemic. Everyone's stuck at home. And we also get the release of Disney Plus. There's a release of Bluey on Disney Plus. Those two things combine to make Bluey a massive, massive hit. All right, it starts growing rapidly. Yet, Disney doesn't really want to promote it. So in 2020, 2021, Disney's still kind of iffy about it because it didn't come from them. They're not putting Bluey on the homepage. They barely put it, you can't see it. It's not like recommended. They just show Mandalorian and Loki and all the stuff they made. Disney is kind of, in a way, a little miffed that this incredibly profound piece of kids' entertainment didn't come from them. They have the rights, but they're not using it. At the same time, Disney also, thinking they are the big dogs here, start meddling with the series and cutting out like fart jokes and anything that they assume is PG. They want it to be actually just G-rated. Anything even remotely PG, they start cutting out to make it more palatable for what they see kids need to see in the rest of the world. Well, luckily, Joe Blum here has it's the one thing he still has. He doesn't have merch rights. He doesn't have distribution rights. He doesn't even truly own the show, but he has creative control. And he basically says, hey, you can't fuck with my show. This is completely not allowed. We'll make more episodes if you do it. And so Disney relaxes. They relax they re-upload the original show. They put it back to normal and it starts rocketing to the top of streamed. It becomes the number 2 most streamed animated show right behind The Simpsons on Disney+. It is now, well, we'll get to that. It is now by far their number 1. Okay? So season 1, pretty flat. Season 2 starts to spike. By 2022, they're in love. After that, it starts to really fucking take off. And now, modern day, let me just catch you up. Now, it accounts for 30%, 29%, a third basically, of all views on Disney+. As we get to today, 1/3 of Disney Plus viewers are people just watching Bluey, which is, again, not a Disney property. Disney, they have spent hundreds of millions on their own shows and their own TV series, and it's all getting outperformed by their number 1 thing. For many families in America, for example, Disney Plus is nothing but a Bluey delivery vehicle. Which is crazy. Think of the billions they spent on Star Wars. That being said, they did win the bid. They do have distribution. It's still good for them. It has been incredibly beneficial for Disney's subscribers, which is helping them grow and catch up to Netflix. Disney plus Hulu plus ESPN is now past Netflix, actually. Around 2022, Bluey joins the Macy's Day Parade. Maybe you saw that here. And that actually becomes a big flashpoint for a lot of people that are a little older or parents that are a little older who didn't know about Bluey and its success with kids to start looking into this, because Macy's Day Parade almost never adds a new float. And they added a Bluey float. And so everyone's looking into it, and it causes another explosion in viewership. Kids start hosting Bluey. There's like Bluey plays all over the world. It starts getting really popular. Okay. Season 3, part 1 is when it really starts to spike. Hitting top 5 streaming programs, eventually hits number 1. Keeps going up. Bluey and Bingo visit the White House. They do the Macy's Day Parade again in 2023. Eventually, it hits 1 billion minutes watched in just 1 week. August 2023. By late 2023, Bluey is now an unstoppable phenomenon. Now it's being watched on loop all over the world. Okay? Hits just behind Suits for the whole year, which is, again, incredible. If you consider that Suits has like 10 more seasons and is way more bingeable, and this is minutes watched, and Bluey has 7-minute episodes and only 3 seasons unfinished, that's fucking crazy. Who watches Suits? Suits is the biggest success Netflix has ever had. They just bought the show Suits used from a network, and it became incredibly bingeable. I should do a whole video on Suits. If you don't know about the Suitsification of Netflix, it has changed their whole strategy. Suits is, people watch the hell out of it. It's like they're The Office for Netflix. I absolutely want to talk about that, but right now it's about Bluey. And now, look at it. Okay, now we're getting billions and billions of viewer minutes. In the beginning of this year, it's at all-time highs. Bluey is unstoppable. It is the 12th straight week with over 1 billion watch. It's the #1 watch show in the US. Again, understand that. It is bigger than Reacher. It is bigger than Young Sheldon, Grey's Anatomy, This Is Us, NCIS. It is way bigger than Suits now. As of right now, Bluey is the #1 show in America, and most people don't even know about it because it's made for kids. We are in an insane spot. Now, the thing is, I thought it was just for kids, but it's also a millennial and Gen Z obsession. Millennials have doggo watch parties watching Bluey with their dog. There are Bluey fans that get Bluey tattoos. Dads across the country have started bandit groups based off of the dad's name, where they have Bluey group where they talk about how Bluey taught them to be a better father. It's having a profound impact on culture. And I wanted to know if something is that big, if a TV show is that successful, if merchandise is that valuable, who's profiting? Who's actually making the money off this? Here's the answer. #1, for merchandise, it's the BBC. For that early small deal, when it was still local to Australia, they got merch rights. And as of now, it has become, like, I just want to show you this. Yeah, here we go. I'm pull up this article. BBC Studios hits record 2.7 billion annual revenue, driven mostly by Bluey merchandise. Again, BBC Studios has never even hit 2 billion before. So now they're at $2.7 billion in revenue, largely because BBC Studios has become a Bluey merch company. The way Disney's become a Bluey delivery vehicle, BBC Studios is becoming a Bluey merch company because it's so much more valuable than everything else they're doing. It's all of their growth. Again, they are planning to grow by double that in 2028, and a large part of that is because they expect Bluey to keep growing. It's the Bluey Broadcasting Company. Yeah, exactly. Viewership profit goes to Disney. Disney, because they won that deal earlier, has global distribution rights, and they are making money on the viewership and the subscriber sales to Disney Plus. Okay, when they keep raising Disney Plus prices and parents have to keep paying it, that's the benefit of them owning Bluey distribution. But control of the series still rests in the hand of the small Australian company Ludo and Blum himself, who has creative control. And that is a problem for these two companies. That is a problem for BBC and Disney, because they might want to do more than he will allow them to. Disney wants to do merchandising, creative, broadcast rights. Disney wants a Bluey theme park at Disney World. Parents who don't understand that Bluey is not a Disney show are actually openly complaining regularly when they go to Disney World and don't see anything Bluey related. This is real. You can look it up online. Parents are taking their kids to Disney World and be like, where's the Bluey stuff? It's the biggest show on your... That's all I watch. People think Bluey is a Disney show. And so Disney is freaking out. They want Bluey movies. They want Bluey theme park rides. They want Bluey characters. They want this stuff. Okay? All right. But the future is uncertain. Now, Bluey is currently valued at around $2 billion based on all of what I've said before. If someone were to buy it, it's valued at possibly $2 billion. And the biggest person that is most likely to buy it is Disney, okay? But it has an uncertain future because this guy, Joe Brum, is an auteur. He got into it, as he says, for more personal reasons. Again, he hasn't made that much money from all this. You have to understand that Joe Brum here, he's richer than he was, but he's not a billionaire. Most of the profit from this show has gone to corporations that he sold the rights to early because he wouldn't have been able to make the show without it. So he is doing it for the love of the craft. He is telling a story about his own daughters through these dogs and this story, and he doesn't have too much more to say. Based on his interviews, he has been saying that he's not sure whether he wants to keep working on this show. His daughters are growing up. He can no longer draw on their shared experiences. The child actors that do the voices are growing up. He doesn't want to recast them. So he's deciding what he wants to do, whether he wants to stop working on it altogether. Now, you have to understand, there is so much fucking money at stake for this one guy to throw his body in the gears and say, I'm stopping. You understand? Disney will send a hitman after him rather than let this die. There is so much money. There is so much merch. There is so many billions of dollars. There is so much on the line for this guy to be like, I'm done. They cannot imagine letting him just walk away. Now, the problem is, while Ludo does own the rights, and theoretically, they could buy it out through Ludo, not involve him at all, and start making it without him, there's a real fear from all of the big executive types that if they cut him out, is the show even going to be successful? Because it has been such a passion product. He has been so involved in every detail of the show. Can it possibly still be good? Especially if there's a public fallout. If he angrily walks away or talks shit on it, it's not possible to keep that level of quality. And right now, if you guys know, the last episode, which came out yesterday, I watched it. I watched it. Yeah, I had to do my research. I watched The Sign, the first 30-minute Bluey episode. In fact, I got this is off the record for Marketing Monday. This is off the record. Ari's parents are coming over to watch our house while we go on vacation. And I hired some cleaners to help clean the house, to get it, to get it really clean for when they come over. The cleaners were cleaning around me whilst I sat there and watched Bluey. It was the most embarrassing. This is this morning, bro. I helped it first, but then they're doing the vacuuming and I'm like, this is my job. This is my job. I had to watch fucking Bluey. I considered switching, but then I thought it would be worse because they already caught me watching it. If I tried to switch it, it would be more embarrassing. So I just Giga Chad kept. I watched the whole 30-minute episode of Bluey. All right. And it was impactful and it was powerful and it was good. All right. You know what? It is a good show. I haven't seen the whole thing. I've only seen 2 episodes, but the important part of it, is that the finale episode of season 3, which just aired, was called The Sign. And instead of being a goofy little 7-minute fun children's show, it was like a 30-minute serious emotional tale about the family of dogs here, the healers, selling their house. It was very symbolic, as if the owner was saying, I'm thinking of selling my house, thinking of selling this show. Okay? It was clearly a metaphor for what the show was about. Now, I'm not going to spoil what happens at the end in case you are a true Bluey fan and want to know, but it is telling a tale that I think is real life about this guy's struggle to decide what to do with this property. And parents are freaking out because it seems like a finale. When you watch this episode, which is now aired, parents are freaking out because it seems like it's over. It really does, if you watch the episode, feel like a finale, a series finale. And so immediately, the executive producer over at Ludo came out and said, no, don't worry. He said, don't worry, we'll be making more Bluey. In fact, he said something like, more Bluey stuff is coming. But he's very non-specific. He's very non-specific because this guy can't actually say. But he just wants to calm tempers down to make sure people don't freak out and think it's the ending. Because this guy, Brum, has not confirmed. They're still waiting for him to make his mind. He has not said whether or not he's going to make more Bluey. He has openly said he's thinking of quitting. He doesn't have much more to say. But they are desperate to keep this Bluey train going. And they don't want to, they want to make it seem all good to the public. So, here's where we leave ourselves. Disney is mad. They want more Bluey. And what I think is going to happen. Rewind. The brand's value is $2 billion, but could be as high as Peppa Pig, which sold to Hasbro for $4 billion back in 2012. Back in 2019, I'm sorry. Back in 2019. So this could be a $4 billion deal. There's a lot of money at stake. Disney is, I don't believe with this much money at stake, Disney is going to let this stop. I think there's just no world. Something will happen to get more Bluey and more merch and more parks. They're going to find a way as they always have. And I think we're going to end up with what is a George Lucas situation. This is my prediction. As you guys know the story of George Lucas, Disney came in, gave him a $4 billion deal with the devil to buy Lucasfilm. And during the production, during the deal making, they were all buddy-buddy. They were friends. We love your vision for the future, George. We love it. But after it was over, suddenly they didn't want to hear about his scripts anymore. Suddenly they didn't even want him coming around. Suddenly they didn't really care. Once the deal was locked in, they kind of just told him to F off. They had no interest. And he admits it was a painful experience. Again, a little bit of rich white billionaire painful experience because you still made $4 billion and live like a king. Let's not feel too bad for George Lucas, but he did lose creative control of his baby and thought that his 3 scripts would get used for 7, 8, and 9, and they weren't. However, due to the stipulations of the contract, he could not disparage the Star Wars stuff. And in fact, had to do all these like stilted interviews where he talked about how great it was. And I think that's what's going to happen. If I had to predict what's going to happen, I think Brum here is going to take a massive fucking deal to, quote, stay on in some way with Bluey. Disney's going to get complete creative control, and he's going to be like in interviews talking about, yeah, it's great. I'm involved. Even though he's really kind of like moving off into the sunset. I can't see that not happening unless he wants to just make more episodes. But if he really is truly a man who wants to throw his body in the gears, he could stop this. And it remains to be seen. We're going to find out soon as parents begin to clamor for a confirmation of season 4. As the fever pitch escalates, right now deals are being made across the world to try and figure out what to do with this. People want their Bluey merch, okay? I can't stream without my sippy cup. And Joe Brum better sell. Otherwise, I'm going to be sad. Because us Bluey fans want our slop. Thank you for watching Marketing Monday. Stay tuned for more on the business of Bluey. Thanks for watching. Crazy stuff. I was so blown away thank you for the gifties, librarian. Thank you for the gifties. I was blown away at the amount of money. I knew it was a big show. I did not know that it was the biggest show. I did not know just how many billions were at stake. So I will. I might add a quick update for the non-live, and then we should still talk about the Elon layoffs, but probably not in this Bluey shirt. If you have any questions, I can answer them. I cut a little bit out of the live to keep it quick, but I did. I forgot one thing. Sorry, one more thing for the video. Wait. One more thing. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. One more thing. Okay. Yikes. We'll have to edit this in. What a good part to put this in. We want our slop, I guess. And if we can't get it, if we can't get more Bluey, then bad imitations are going to start coming in. Like the Daily Wire, conservative news outlets' new announcement for a kids show, Chip-Chilla. That answers the question, what if Bluey sucked?
Our first 3 kid shows are greenlit and in production as we speak. The first one you all know about, Chip-Chilla. Chip-Chilla is a hugely entertaining show about a family of homeschooling chinchillas.
They're homeschooled. They are homeschooled chinchillas because you can't trust the school system. It also has very traditional gender roles, in case you're wondering. What does Bluey think about Chip-Chilla? I've always wondered.
There are sometimes going to be things that get taken out of your hands, and you just have to roll with it. This US series called Chip-Chilla, which is just awful. That was I mean, it's just Bluey,
Bluey's not a fan.
What do you think about that?
Terrible. That being said, there is one more piece to this puzzle. Obviously, Chipchilla is terrible, but there is a massive rise in demand for any Australian animator that can pitch a show. I'm not kidding. TV networks across the world are just trying to mimetic imitate Bluey by finding anyone in Australia that can make a kid's cartoon. And what's crazy is the popularity of Bluey is so high that kids in other countries are developing an Australian accent because they are binging so much Bluey. They're spending more time with Bluey than they are their own parents. They are starting to use Australian It's crazy. It's a cultural victory. It is Australia's largest cultural export in decades, dude. It's wild. So tune in for more. We'll keep updating. It's freaking wild. All right, that's Marketing Monday. Appreciate it. I'm sweating in this Bluey shirt, but I hate to take it off because it's so powerful. And then I want to talk a little bit about Elon Musk. Although, yikes, maybe we do it tomorrow. Maybe we fuck around and watch something. Is there a new John Oliver or something? Maybe we watch that. And I'll do Elon Musk tomorrow because I actually wanted to add something. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I can ask any questions. I can answer any questions. New Jon Stewart? I'll watch that. New Jon Stewart. Is it like a video? You get a link? Elon layoffs? I know I want to talk about Elon. Right, here, I'll give you the update. I'll give you the Marketing Monday update. Elon Musk Cybertruck sales are down. They are not what was expected. In general, Tesla stock is down. I have a full presentation. I have like an 80-slide presentation on this. I don't think I want to do another one right now, and I have an idea that I want to add. Tesla is doing poorly compared to other big tech companies. They have fallen out of the Magnificent Seven, which is now the fucking Shady Six or whatever. And Elon is trying his best to do his magic trick to drum up stock interest. He's trying to talk about the future. But the problem is it's hard to pretend you're growing when today they laid off 10% of their workforce, including with a really inhumane layoff letter. Tesla layoff email. Dear employee. Here, I'll just read this and then we'll move on. Dear employee, today we're sharing a significant decision that impacts the entire organization and you directly. Over the years, we've grown rapidly with multiple factories scaling around the globe. Cool, start with bragging. With this rapid growth, there has been duplication of roles and job functions in certain areas. As we prepare the company for its next phase of growth, they're saying growth like 5 times to try and be like, this isn't bad. We're not doing layoffs because we're not selling. We're doing layoffs because we're growing so fast. It is extremely important to look at every aspect of the company for cost reductions and increasing productivity. As part of this effort, we have done a thorough review of our organization and made the difficult decision to reduce our headcount globally. Unfortunately, as a result, your position has been eliminated by this restructuring. That's it. That's the fucking email. And you're gone. And your badge doesn't work. Not even your name, bro. Crazy. Crazy. Big Tech Jon Stewart. All right, we'll watch this. Fuck yeah. How does Tesla's stock price going down affect Elon's purchase of Twitter? His loans are guaranteed against his stock. So there may be a situation where he has to sell more stock to help back those loans. Extremely Oh, there's a battle report? Wait, Doc, there's a battle report? I thought that wasn't ready till next week. Yo! I'm calling Doc. Wait a minute. We get a battle report?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at our chat history,
I don't.
It's I've got a video for you. Needs a week. That was
Okay.
last week.
I'm
This is
sorry.
this week.
Your chat history says you are my King Kong, parentheses, ape noises.
You know, stuff like that.
That's a Donkey Kong. That's not a King Kong.
Well, he's a Kong.
Not
and
the king.
He's my King Kong. King Kong can suck it.
All right. Well, without further anything I need to know going into this, I mean, you know, we took we took a hiatus from battle reports. I was worried.
You took a hiatus from battle reports. I've been making them every week and then throwing them out when you don't ask me for one.
That seems inefficient because usually I
delete the whole
have
thing.
to assign a topic. So this week I assigned you a topic that was relevant to the Bluey discussion. Yes, Australia. You see, Australia, their economy is not entirely propped up by Bluey. In fact, they have other problems. And one of them is their explosively expensive housing market. Australian citizens always complain about how expensive their housing is. And I asked you to return to form and do a battle report on the expensive Australian housing market. Anything I need to know going in?
Battle reports are the only thing I know how to do. Are you kidding?
Perfect. Perfect. All right.
You want me to stay in the call?
No, I'll call you afterwards. I'm just gonna jump in and watch it. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. Let's see what Dr. Battle cooked up for us in the return to form battle report about the Australian housing market.
Hey, Atrioc, chat. It's me, Dr. Battle, remember? I made some videos. I do that. I do battle report. Well, it's time for a battle report.
Great.
Irrelevant! This is so irrelevant! So your friend openly taught reads to how to
I do love that intro. You know you're going to get good news.
Hey, welcome to the 5th or 6th battle report. Full disclosure, I kind of forgot that I had to do this. Last week was when we were going to do the battle report, but I asked Atrioc for an extension. He said yes, but I kind of checked.
It's weird that you just jumped in the call and were mad at me. You were mad at me for forgetting to present it, when in fact you had forgotten to do it.
It off in my brain like it was done, not just delayed. But it's okay. I have a fix. Listen to this conversation. My favorite thing about Hit Parade is that nothing on it actually hits you.
Yeah, it's a bit of an
Is that
oxymoron of
Punch?
a name, really.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. It's like, it should be called Run Forward and Do Nothing Else Parade, because that's what you do.
Yeah, like 100% of the time parade. It's like, how do you fail this?
It's like a realistic parade with no obstacles in the street. You just go.
Nothing can stop you. You just hold W.
I understand that I
can't
once
believe
failed Hit
that
Parade.
there are going to be people on this map that don't pass it.
But I don't know that that's
I can't
relevant.
believe there's people on this map who can't pass it and also stream.
Oh my god, wait a second. I have to do a battle report after this game, and I actually have to kind of throw it together quickly.
You still haven't done that?
No.
He's gonna go live in like an hour.
I know. No. I should probably. Yeah. I have to.
No, what's it on? What's it on?
I had forgotten. I forgot I asked you to do
Australian
this.
housing market.
Oh, dude, really? Bro, I'm actually an expert on that, bro. I got you.
Are you really? Are you actually an expert on that?
Yo, let me do it.
Just tell me to press A! I bought you $1,000 worth of cases! That's why we're here, Punch! You
The
are
Punch
mentally
report?
DDoSing me.
I have some bad news, Marketing Monday fam. I actually know nothing about the Australian housing market. But
I'm sorry. You outsourced a 4-minute video to somebody else who also doesn't know. You subcontracted.
that's not going to stop us from being a good reporter or
Okay.
marketer or whatever this segment is.
Yes.
I'm willing to do the research necessary to make sure that we
In an
get to
hour.
the bottom of this. That means I'm going to need some help. Now, I don't know much about Marketing Monday, but I do know the most important rule, and that's that we're not supposed to pre-watch anything that is sent to us.
Okay.
While that made researching this a whole lot more difficult, rules are rules.
Okay, that's
I want to make Atrioc angry.
You do pre-watch.
So I made
the
sure when I
articles and
reached
stuff
out to
you talk
someone,
about.
it was someone that I could trust. I reached out to my good buddy, Sawborg Destructo.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Don't fuck me! Fuck.
He subcontracted the subcontract. Oh no.
You! Fuck you! Hey, are we gonna have a problem here, Punch? Oh, hey, buddy, it's Mr. Destructo if you're nasty.
I don't even know.
Hey, Punch, old buddy, old pal. It's me, Sawborn. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I got your message. It's a little confusing. The beginning of the message, you were saying something about some sort of rash on your ass, and that you needed some some ointment or something. I can't help you with any of that, buddy. But I did the second part of your message. You said something about the Australian housing market. You wanted me to help you out with that. I don't know anything about that shit. What do I look like? Some sort of real estate agent? That's not me. But I do have a friend named Skylar who could help you out.
Hey there, I'm Skylar. My good friend Sawborg Destructo told me you need some help. Well, to put it simply, Australia is an island continent. It's also a country. Hope that helps. Thank you, Big A and Guar, for your love and friendship.
Well, there you go. Sawborg took over the punch report for me, and I'm sure he did an amazing job. Thank you, Atrioc. Thank you, Sawborg. And thank you, chat.
Well, Can I ask you? Can I ask you? Dr. Battle did tell me he needed additional fee for this episode because he was going to do something special. I want you to know that I am paying more for Punch's subcontract. I'm still paying the full fee for Dr. Battle, who, well, you did a 30-second intro.
Here you go. Punch took over the battle report for me, and I'm sure he did an amazing job. I didn't watch the video first, just like Atrioc doesn't watch battle reports first, trying to stay true with the tradition. So thank you, Atrioc, thank you, Punch, and thank you, chat.
Thank you to Punch and Dr. Battle and Sawborg and Skylar for that incredible 4-part journalistic endeavor, The Battle Report. Tune in whenever we do our next one for more incredible journalism. The only doctor you can trust. Real powerful stuff. I wonder if any of you have any questions for Dr. Battle. Feels like that really spoke for itself, though, didn't it? Dr. Battle. What else is there to say? True and hard-hitting journalism. 4 more years. We haven't done the first 4. If you look a little deeper, you can see the true meaning within. All right, I was thinking of watching something intelligent. We could also watch House, I suppose, but I was going to watch the Jon Stewart. What's it about?
Hey, welcome to the show.
This is 1 hour ago on Iran, Israel, and Trump's hush money trial. All right, I'll learn a thing or two. Depressing and cringe. It could be funny. It's only 14 minutes long. Can we watch Bluey? I would get shot in the head by a Disney sniper. I'd love to watch a Bluey episode. I'm fiending after today's 30-minute emotional roller coaster. If I watch a Bluey episode, I will get fucking destroyed. It is not House. I cannot fuck around with Bluey. Look, it's 43. I think we watched this Jon Stewart, and then depending on time, we can watch a House. It's only 14 minutes. Let's just watch it. I'll probably not pause very much.